Ahoy mateys, welcome to my last episode of my trans-Pacific sailing adventure. Los Angeles to Hawaii solo on a 26-footer. This was actually the most challenging part of the adventure. The currents, the winds, everything started changing pretty rapidly when I got about a week out. And so you'll get to see that. So enjoy. Hey guys. Here we are on day 28. It's backing off. The last week has been at 19 to 20 knots of wind with gusts of 36. And it's been pretty consistent at that. There's not a lot of gusts up to the 36 area, but they seem to come into like the 4:30, 6:30. Every couple hours there'll be some kind of an adjustment or something, and they get rid of all the excess wind out there, and it comes along in a gust. There's flying fish everywhere. They're cool. I don't know how they get in the boat, but I have 3 or 4 of them. I have to eat one to see if they're any good, because I'd have 3 or 4 for breakfast every morning with some scrambled eggs. But I haven't got the guts to eat one yet. But I'm getting in there now. I don't want to start focusing on how far I have to go, because 800 miles is still a lot of sail. I still got a week. When I get down to a couple days, I'll start looking at it every couple hours, I'm sure. But I don't want to focus on being done. I want to focus on being here and making this right. For so long, the one thing that I've noticed is that when the boat's making its normal noises, my subconscious is turning them into words. And I'm like, what? What did I just hear? I'm like, there's no one talking to you, dude. Last night I did not reef the sail, and there was a couple hours that I was like, you are, I keep telling you, you're an idiot, and there you are. But I got a lot of sleep the night before, so I stayed up with it when it was high, a little bit higher pressure, and then it backed off. Hey man, a bird, there's something alive. Hello, how are you? What's going on? Don't run into my blades, brah. So I've just gone for like 3 days using my storm jib and my the third reef on my mainsail. It's been really good, 19 to 20 knot wind with gusts to 35. And with this sail configuration, I've been very steady, very mellow. I haven't been banging into waves. Nothing's been banging into me. I've been able to maintain control, surfing down the waves as they get bigger in the afternoons. And it's been really nice. But now the wind today is going down to 17 knots. It's going to go down to 16 knots for about 3 days after that, after today. And tomorrow, or for the next 3 days, it should go down to about 16. And then as I get close to Hawaii here within the week, it'll get down to about 15 knots. So it's now going to back off for me, which is nice. It was a lot of work at 20 knots all day and all night. Was a lot of work. It was really hard to do anything. A lot of motion on this little guy, 26-footer. Hey, check it out, a Polynesian rain squall. I'm in my storm jib and my second reef ready for it. It already started. One already happened, and I just kept it because the wind was still pretty good. So there it is, it's coming on. It looks like a couple 100 yards off. I'm within 600 miles of Hawaii now. And all the lanes coming over here should start converging. I should start seeing stuff. Another couple days. I'm not excited for it. Because then I have to start getting up and really looking. And the boats in general, insulated boats especially, make a lot of noise. Any little ding ding is like amplified inside the boat. Going downwind, a lot of times when you're getting close to going straight downwind, the mainsail gets in the way of the jib and it luffs. The wind dies in it, and the cords, all the sheets, all the lines go into it, relax, and then snap back into place. And when they do that, you know, they'll rattle blocks, bang on the deck, and make a lot of noise. And then as the wind increases, the creaks and groans and squeaks and knocks and patters, and it magnifies, right? So as you start a voyage like this, the first week is like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep, but you get so exhausted that it doesn't matter. Now I'm so used to the noise that my alarm clock is just, it's nothing. I can't hear it. It just doesn't work anymore. So I have to sort that out and figure that out. I will, as I get closer here. I don't want to run into the island, and I don't want to run into any other boats. That would be very embarrassing, especially a great big one. I do this at 8:30 every morning is how it's worked out. It started happening that way, and then I just said, you know what, just lock that instance. And I'm always awake at 8:30, ready to roll on this. I'm pretty curious all the time as to how it's going to come out. Yesterday, at a half day, I was 48 miles. I was 2 miles short of being just as fast in the second half as I was in the first half. And that's a pretty good example of what it's like to be in the trade winds. It just is, it's calmer at night, but again, you put up the right amount of sail and you know, to do your whole speed thereabouts, and it's a smooth ride. So what I do is, this is the worksheet for celestial navigation, and what you have here is a compass rose. This is 360 degrees, and you have nautical miles right here. This is a latitude. So since the latitudes are all exactly the same, that's just how they measure distances in nautical miles. Why what we do is complete, we use this to insert longitude onto here, and you have an exact 2-scale map, and you put in your position, and then you use the nautical miles to measure the distances, and it'll tell you how much you made good. Oh, here we go. We got some Hungry Jack hash browns. I'm gonna put some of my dehydrated scrambled eggs and some hollandaise sauce, man. Okay, this rocks for using the sextant. I got a moon and a sun. We're doing a sun sight and a moon sight. Sun, moon, sun, moon. Today's, what do we got here? Thursday, June 29th. 29th, local. Where's the time? Give me the time, give me the time, give me the time. Right. Oh, here it is. 7:08 flat. Exact. 7:08. 0 minutes. And we got 29 degrees and 29 degrees, 1 minute. Now I'm going to do a couple more. Let me get my piece of paper. I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to go to the minnow. So, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake up. It's like, whoa, lots of pressure. Gale out of nowhere. And it's going. And it, the boat's just boiling along. So I put on my harness, put on my shoes, got my life jacket going, jump out there, pull the jib down. It's already hove to. Get the mainsail kind of in the middle. I got the tiller adjusted, and now I'm just gonna wait for it to die out. I don't see any reason to go try and storm sailing down the way here right now. Wow. Oh, come on now, my sleeping bag. Come on, Jesus. Water came out of the bilge, and then the sleeping bag went down in the fucking bilge water. You never catch a break on this shit. It's always something like this. Watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind, and you know the notion just falls ahead. Beautiful day. The wind is it's variable today. There's been several gusts with following some pretty strong wind, and then it's died off, kind of like it is right now. I've made several sail changes. I'm contemplating the final one for the day, whether or not I'm going to do it again. But I am tired. Oh, I got up at 3 o'clock because the gust started at 3 a.m. Tiller pilot's doing it, man. I guess that's what they got to do. Look how blue the water is. It's just so amazing. I just don't get it. It's so blue. And yeah, it reflects off the blue sky, but it's never like this on the coast. The only place on the coast where it's been remotely similar to this was Cape Mendocino, and sometimes down there in the Monterey Bay, Santa Cruz. Got some pretty blue water. But this is just off the chart blue. It's so beautiful. Hey! So here we are at day 31. This is the tough day, man. I can't get my weather facts. It's the grid files from Predict Wind, which is the service that does all that cool stuff when you have an internet connection. But they quit with the satellite spot. They canceled the contract, and today was the day that we all found out. So that's no problem. I get weather, and I only got 4 days left. I'm inside 300 miles. It's possible a little bit over 3 days, but I'm saying 4. I just need it. And the weather today was it just tried everything to keep me from going to Hawaii. Everything. I had to reef all the way down. Now it died down, but it's gonna come back. this evening. It'll be gusting up to 25, 26. So I'm going to keep this configuration, enjoy the pleasant ride for right now, and make some miles tonight. I had a good streak there. I was doing close to 100 miles a day for 10, 11 days. Did 87 yesterday, and today looks like it's going to be, I'll be lucky to get 87 again today. We'll see. 75 would be awesome. Three knots would be awesome today. I kept trying, but then it kept pulling me up into the wind, and so I have to reef and go slower. So I just couldn't get the average speed up. Too much sea state for that. So here I am, morning, day 32. I had the 30% jib and the third reef, and all night long I made more progress at night than I did during the day. And it is blustery. I think when this goes over, it'll calm down. But nighttime is the right time for sailing around here, man. Tell you what, today though, as soon as these squalls are over, I'm going to get more sail on and see if I can get over 90. I'm within 3 days. It's warm. I've gone to shorts, and I don't need. I mean, you don't really need clothes around here in this weather. It's nice. This is what I was looking for. Here I am. Nice. Man, the gusts. They just, this last one lasted for half an hour, and it was sustained 26, 27 knots. It just, the boat was just boiling. So, but this will come by, and then it will calm down. It'll be calmer before or after this is over than it was before it started. If I could do 4 knots, I'm there in 3 days. 72 hours. With just a little bit of sail change in, I should be able to maintain my speed over the last 2 days of 3.5 knots, 3.667. 228 miles to go. Gives me 62 hours and 38 minutes. So I'll get there at midnight on the 5th. Midnight on the 5th of July. Look at this morning swap from all the wind that was earlier. These are just wind waves. Crazy, huh? Yeah. But so I'm anticipating it to back off as soon as, and it already is backed off. I should probably put up more sail forthwith, actually. I don't think I'll get much more. I'm within 24 hours. 70 miles to go. And with the current speed, I'm definitely going to make it in 24 hours. I made an estimate at a ways out, at 3 days out, and I'll be off of it by several hours, but coming in pretty close. The closer I get, the more challenging it's becoming. I'm at the 70% jib and the main third reef in the mainsail right now. So yeah, I've had a half a dozen rain squalls, a bunch of wind squalls. It's just been take the sail up, put the sail down, take it up, put it down, take it up, put it down. Right now it's up. It doesn't take that long to reef and unreef it though, so that's cool. But to get to where you have to reef it, because the gust is just, everything is just pushing you over, and it's just so extreme. You're just like, God, the sail area is already so conservative. I'm curious how much these gusts are. They've got to be 30, 35 knots. These squalls. They're just crazy. We might got another one right over there. Gonna chase me down. Look at that. That's giving me the wind that I have right now, I think. And it very well could increase. But as the day moves, it could break up too. It's supposed to be another good one tonight. I can tell these clouds are going to turn into squalls. Good morning. Beautiful sunrise. We're coming into Hawaii. I got about, I don't know, maybe 20 miles to go. 20, 25 miles. My boat sat and spun circles last night when I slept. And we're gonna get blown on in here today. It's supposed to be 20, 25 knots for me to make land. Perfect. I'm in the third reef with the storm jib on. Just coasting in there about 3 knots right now. Oh, I woke up this morning, I'm like, something's not right. And all my hatches were open last night. It's really warm. And it's just rained everywhere. It's just, my sleeping bag is sopping wet. Oh, that's hard to wake up to that kind of stuff. Because you get up and the boat's throwing you around. It's like, I just want to, no, it doesn't matter what you want. Get wet. That's how long it takes to get to Hawaii comfortably on a height of 26. I could have done it faster, but my whole thing was to make sure the boat didn't break and keep it relatively upright so I could cook and have some kind of a life on the boat. Feeling not so stressed from all the pressure of going fast. And that was really nice. The length of the trip, I don't feel like has got to me. The last 4 or 5 days have been really, it's difficult to get the boat to go to Hawaii. The wind and the waves are just not cooperating very well. But I'm getting there. I'm on my way. It's happening. That's what we're gonna do today. Gonna go into Hilo today, into Hilo Bay. Pointed right at it. I still can't see any land. There's such a big cloud bank up there. That's Hawaii right up there. It's like 20 miles off. It's just a shadow right now, probably, if I could see it. Hey, made it. Here it is, Hilo, Hawaii. So here it is, you guys. This is the line that I made across the Pacific Ocean to Hawaii. That's south down to latitude 19, 20. I go down under 19 there. I come back up to 20, go a little bit north, and boom! Out into Hawaii. And that's what it looked like from a farther away perspective. The big line. And that's, I think, fairly standard. A lot of people may be able to get some in here and cut this off, but what happened to me was the wind and the current continued down this way. So and it did start to kind of switch over right down in here, so I was able to get it going this direction. But there was also a very big low high pressure area right in here that had no wind, and I was able to avoid it. As you can see, coastal cruising doesn't produce big days. These, look at this one right here, like 45 miles. This guy was like, my first day was 60, 45, 50, 50. And then they start to get bigger as I get out off of the coast into the trade winds. But by the time I hit here, man, it was just like full on. I mean, the wind never really stops through here. And it was still coming at about this angle as I was going. And then right about in here is when I hit the squalls. Oh, it was at first very nerve-wracking, then they got fairly standard. I just committed to some pretty conservative sail setups, and especially at night, and observed. It's the first time that I've had anything to do with that kind of squall. But throughout French Polynesia, I'm sure that is what it is, man. And that's really going on this year because of El Nino. Yeah. Love it. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a great time. That was a very singular experience in my sailing life. And I look forward to more ocean crossings. But I do, in the end, actually, now that I know, I prefer staying along the coast. There's just a lot more to do, a lot more to see. Stay tuned. I'm going to do all these islands. I'm going to go to every safe anchorage on the several islands that are kind of the main islands of Hawaii. Some of them you can't go to. You have to get permission. And just, I want to see it isn't quite enough. Oh well. And then I'll do some other sailing stuff. How I navigate along a coast, how to use the sextant, those kinds of things, anchoring, all that kind of stuff. My website's up and I have audiobooks for sale. That is how I'm going to fund sailing around and doing YouTube videos. I'm planning on marketing those audiobooks and expanding the portfolio of sea stories. I right now have, I think I'm on number 10 right now. 3 of them are on. I just wanted to make sure that the store was working. And I'm also going to be getting on their subscriptions. So stay tuned. Come to the website. It's in the description below. And subscribe for updates as things come along, audiobooks and YouTube's videos. I'll let you know. Shaka bra from Hawaii signing off. Until the next.